Hi everyone, how you doing? This is Gersha from Technical Option Traders Inc. Hope you guys are having a great day. Let's start looking into the markets and let's see what happened today. If we can see everything here right now is pretty much green all across the board. So all sectors. Once again, when something's all green or when it's all red, I always err on the side of caution because you never know what's going to happen in the coming days, especially what we have coming up. Tomorrow morning we'll have some amazing information at 9:30, which will be the core inflation data and the US year-over-year inflation data. So if the core inflation comes below 6.3 and the year-over-year inflation comes below 7.3, we will see a big rally tomorrow, which is very, very possible. Okay, so we'll see how all these technicals are confirming that. So if we look at the S&P 500, we can see this is a bear flag. It's at the bottom of the bear flag, and today we had a big green candle here, so it's touching the base and looking to pivot higher. Now, what we do have to be is we have to be mindful of that because this level right here, if we go on a smaller time frame, which is the 395 level, was a level that I had marked that this is important and needs to hold, right? So now if we take a short position here, if you did, I did mention that you could take something like this and stop losses here. Your stop loss has been hit. So now what we have to pay attention to now is that tomorrow when that data comes out, how substantial it is, because it could be market moving. That could be the catalyst behind the big move up. And so, however, what we have to pay attention to, according to their technical chart, is this level right here. Even though if we get a rally from 398 to 407, yes, that's a big 10-point move. I agree with that. But then again, it's still in this period of consolidation, which is long term. We need to get above 410. And if we get above 410, then we're talking about breaking this downtrend line and heading towards 420. Okay. However, otherwise, if we have an inflation print that is higher, it could break the bear flag and we can push a lot lower, because then Fed will be forced to tighten even further than they already have today. And as you guys can see, market went up, but look at the VIX. The VIX also popped up. Okay. That's what we have to kind of pay attention to. The VIX had a gap up with the market running. So this is telling you volatility has increased in the market, that tomorrow and especially Wednesday is the FOMC rate decision. And that could be massive depending on what comes up with inflation. So we got inflation on Tuesday followed by FOMC on Wednesday. So two back-to-back hammer days coming up in the market. Big money could be potentially made here. If we look at a triple Q, on the other hand, Triple Q is relatively silent compared to the S&P 500. It's consolidating and trying to figure itself out. So tomorrow, if we get a break below 279, we're going to break this downtrend line at 274, go head towards 270. If we do get a positive print, meaning that inflation is starting to come down, which would give a huge relief, and we should see SPY headed, or Triple Q headed towards 297 to 300. And we do need to clear this level of 305 to 311, and then we talk about breaking these downtrend lines, right? But tomorrow's data leading into the FOMC minutes or the interest rate decisions on Wednesday are pivotal. These are the levels to watch under Triple Q, and we'll see how it does. But right now, Triple Q is still holding this downtrend line. It is consolidating here, trying to figure itself out over the past couple of weeks here. And now tomorrow finally comes the catalyst for Triple Q, SPY, and the overall market. Looking at Dow Jones consolidating here, hanging on this area that I have marked if you watch my previous videos. As long as this is consolidating once again, all the indexes are the same. If this was a huge vertical move, the retracement has stopped right about here. If tomorrow's print is lower, we will see a big rip in the market. But with the volatility going up, I would still be on the side of caution and let the market play its hand and then get in and try to make some money. Even though there will be less money to be made, but I'd rather be cautious because this is still a time of uncertainty. Okay, so if we look at the Dow Jones and look at the smaller time frame on the Dow Jones, it's consolidating. Like I said, Dow Jones needs to break above this level right here, which is the 345, 346 level. If it breaks above that, we're headed to 350. But at the same time, we have the yields still going up, right? The 2 year still up here, consolidating, figuring itself out. The 10 years breaking down compared to that. The fact that the 10 years coming down and the 2 years going is still consolidating and holding up is still a sign of concern for me. So that's something that we want to watch for. And VIX, like I said before to you guys multiple times, that the VIX needs to break below this 19 level and head towards 14. So we will finally have a sign of relief, okay, so to say. But if we look at IWM now, IWM did break down below this level and now it's trying to bounce back up here. However, IWM is in all-out bear category, breaking this downtrend. IWM has to clear 184 for me to be any sort of long positions. If I look at the smaller time frame, even if I've entered yesterday on my calls, I would barely make any money on this, especially if you're an options trader. What you need to be careful of over the coming few days here is that because volatility is so high, if you trade options, you could have a premium crunch that could, defeat your move unless we have an aggressive move to either direction. Okay, so be careful of that. That's why let the move play out and then get in. Today, IWM did all right, try to bounce back up here. So we need to get above 184 to get to 187 and then push higher here. Gold, on the other hand, on the bigger time frame, it made us move down. Now it's gone up here, setting up a lower high on the monthly, maybe trying to push back down to 145, but it's still a cup and handle pattern for me. I'm waiting for the gold to finally break out. Maybe 2023 to 2024 will be this time. But if you guys look at this down move here on gold, the volume was declining. So this down move, I don't know if I'm too sure about it because the down move was with a declining volume. So not a lot of participation happening. So I would watch gold very, very carefully, okay? So this was my overall analysis for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Just trade carefully, guys, and hope you guys make some profits.